back to my channel. Today I have a mid-June message for all of the Scorpios out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Scorpio out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. So without further ado, Scorpio, let's go ahead and dive right into your mid-June message. So Scorpio, we are starting out with chaos and conflict, the butterfly maiden with transformation, and the phoenix. Okay, Scorpio, this mid-June is really about experiencing the enormous amounts of change that are currently happening in your life right now. Understand that when change transpires, when transformation actually takes form, it is for the greater good. I feel that the change that is actually transpiring is helping you to really change on a greater amount of scale. I can't even begin to tell you here, Scorpio, how amazing this is, because you have chaos and conflict here, which means that a lot of times when chaos comes into our lives, it is often unexpected. Chaos is change. Change needs to transpire in order for us to get to the deeper root of the issues of what's actually going on so that they could be resurrected, so that we can surrender to what is transpiring and allow newer things to take shape and to take form in our life. The phoenix is often resembled as the death and the rebirth, right? The phoenix actually dies and then is reborn from the ashes, and this is all due to change, right? When we allow change to take shape into our lives, we become reborn. We end up seeing things so much clearer. We have a better understanding of why those lessons occurred or why the change was actually necessary here, Scorpio. And I absolutely love this for you. I do want to point out here that you have the number 33, which is a master number, along with the 29, which reduces to an 11. So this is massive transformation for you here, Scorpio, this mid-month. And I do feel that this is really going to bring about lots of blessings for you, ones that you might not even be aware of. So it's just a matter of allowing the change to transpire, allow it to be what it is, not to don't try to resist it. I feel that's going to be the important thing for you here, Scorpio. Don't resist the change that is coming about, because I feel that the change is going to be balanced, and it is going to balance out a lot of karma. I do feel here with the Justice card. And I think that a lot of times we don't recognize that. We often feel that whenever change transpires, that it's often for bad reasons, and that's not what it is. I do feel that whatever change, whatever chaos or conflict that you are currently going through is happening the way that it is happening because it is balancing out karma. It is balancing things out here. And I feel that you need to rush towards those changes. This Knight of Swords is wanting you to rush towards the truth so that you can have the clarity that you need, because this change is going to be massive. And when I say massive, it could be from an ancestral perspective. It could be from a whole much greater perspective than you even realize here. And I do want to point out here that this change is really going to be more along the lines of opening you up to infinite love. And it's almost like, you know, the 10 of Cups is really about this emotional and spiritual fulfillment, but I also feel that it's like family bliss. I feel that the change that is happening here for you, Scorpio, is really for the betterment of your family, so that everything can be cohesive, so that it can flow fluidly, and that there could be lots of love and admiration here. And yes, okay, so I do feel that whatever change is transpiring, look at how much rainbows we've got here, Scorpio. So I want to point out that this is really about enlightenment, right? This is really about spiritual fulfillment. And it's about having a much deeper understanding that intuitively this needs to happen because it is for the betterment of everyone involved. And that is a beautiful thing here. I feel that with this Queen of Cups here, Scorpio, it's really wanting you to get in touch with the feminine aspect of your intuition and allow your emotions to flow fluidly and allow yourself to be connected to the transformation so that you can have that clarity and that in-depth understanding of why it is transpiring. I feel that what is actually transpiring with this transformation is that you're breaking free from the bondage. You're setting yourself free from, maybe this could be years of, guilt or shame, or maybe you breaking the ties of all of the illusions. And so I'm literally, as I'm filming this right now, I film right by a window and I can literally see a dragonfly. So really look up the meaning of dragonflies. And if dragonflies have a very significant meaning for you, Scorpio, then this is definitely your message. I want to point out here that with the Eight of Swords, it's really, you understanding that a lot of the restriction or a lot of the bondage that you might have felt here, Scorpio, was really in your mind, right? It was really just an illusion. And this is why you're needing to surrender, because the more that you can surrender and see things clearly and intuitively tune into that, you'll be able to let go completely and heal from whatever you've been holding on to. I do feel that this has a lot to do with familial issues. So I think it has a lot to do with family. And I do want you to understand that you are letting this go. This is going to be transformed for you, and things are going to look a lot more different. They're going to be, I think that you're going to have I usually don't say this, but I feel like you're going to have the closure, the actual closure that you have been looking for so long here, Scorpio. And I feel that by having this closure, you'll be able to rest easy. You'll be able to just sort of breathe easier. Now, it is important for you here to understand that as things become more balanced, as things sort of balance themselves out, or as things start to transform and they take different shape, right? It's going to be important for you here, Scorpio, to make sure that you build more of how to make it better, right? How to, where to put in your work, where to put in your coins, where to put in your energy, and let go of anything that is keeping you frozen in an aspect of wanting to be right. Because I feel like, the Five of Emotions is really the Five of Cups, which is crying over spilled milk. And I think a lot of times we get so attached to our stories of how things were that it's hard for us to break free from that, right? But what Spirit is really wanting you to know is that you have to run towards the truth. And the truth is that story no longer fulfills you. It no longer gives you what you need, right? So it's, in order for you to let that story go, you must let that story die so that a new story can be born, one that is of more fulfillment, right? One that is more of joy and peace and love and harmony, right? That is what you're needing to just sort of break free from. And I think that once you do that, you'll be able to start planning and organizing which direction you want to go and where things are eventually going to lead you. And I just have to point out here for you, Scorpio, that I feel this mid-month is really about you coming into a deeper understanding of what you're here to do. and how you can build on that, like you building more of yourself and being more familiar with who you are and being able to master who you are as you let go of the chains or the bondage that has sort of been keeping you stuck in the illusion of your old story, right? And I do feel that this is a real big awakening period for you. I do feel that this is going to transition into July for you. But I do want to point out here for you, Scorpio, that this is good. This is good because this is actually going to help you let go of maybe a bigger lesson from a lineage perspective, right? And it's having that, you know, understanding that the transformation needed to happen with you because you were the only one that could carry that seed to fruition. So really think about that here, Scorpio. So Scorpio, this is going to be your monthly message. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Bye, guys.